The Nuggets and Warriors, they have identical records at the top of the Western Conference. Now, Golden State lost an overtime game on Friday night to the Timberwolves. Last night's ending was, well, very interesting to say the least.
There it is. The interchange. KD for three. He made it!
And he's fouled.
Oh, they're going to say the foul's before the shot.
It's impossible. You got to be crazy.
Now 4 seconds left. You need to do it again. Curry for three. He made it! They didn't foul! And they'll go to double overtime! Fowler's looking for Big Cat at the rim. You got a foul on Durant.
You got to be kidding me.
Leon Wood's going to decide the game on a foul on Durant on a pass that was 10 feet over Karl Anthony Towns' head.
It was uncatchable.
Instead of letting these teams play 5 more minutes, you're going to decide the game on this call. He makes one and it's over. And there it is.
Well, the end of that game certainly looked like the Warriors versus the referees, but if you look at how they played since the All-Star break, it might be the Warriors versus themselves as they head into the postseason. This is what they had to say following that loss to Minnesota.
It is what it is. We never want to put it in the hands of the ref, but, like, Leon, you just got to get out the way at that point. You can get back to reffing the game once the overtime starts, but at that point, like, get out the way. But, you know, they always got to be seen. You know, it's their league, too.
You'd have to ask the MVP of tonight, Mark Kogut.
Is it the most frustrating ending you've seen to a game that you've been a part of?
Probably not, but it's the one that has just happened, so I'm still a little heated.
Booz, you don't really see Steph Curry taking stabs, and he did there.
Right.
So for him to jump out of character a little bit seems to be an issue with the Warriors. Not something you really want to do to go to battle with the refs right before the playoffs, right?
No, definitely not. But in the heat of the moment right there, I mean, even us sitting here last night doing the game, when KD caught it and shot it, hit the game, I was like, wow, that's game over. He's going to make the free throw. Game is going to be a wrap. We thought it was a good call, a 4-point play kind of play. So they felt like they got robbed last night. That's how they felt. And obviously, Steph hits the three. You saw what happened there. They called a foul on him. At the end of the day, the Warriors are a team that can overcome a lot, but you still want to have the refs on your side. Might be some Game 7s coming up in the playoffs.
Might be.
Right. So.
How do you feel about that, Karan? It seems like you got a lot going on there in this situation.
No, you know, you never hear Steph Curry be vocal about pretty much anything. He's kind of like the Tim Duncan, like the quiet superstar that just goes about his business, that continues to win in his unique way and has a leadership quality about himself that everybody just follows because they understand that he's the real deal. But for him to come out and say that, you know, he wasn't in agreement or wasn't in line with the officiating or the calls, it's something to look at, and it's extremely glaring. And I'm just waiting for the verified count of the officials to respond at some point. You know what I mean? So
and
that's going to be interesting.
I'm looking for the Warriors to respond in the first round of the playoffs and go full nuclear. So
I feel sorry for it.
Yeah,
they're about to be on one right now.
And you know what? They have the Nuggets on Tuesday night, a game you can see on TNT.
Players only, baby.
He's like, Chris, you're out of here that night. You're out of here. Hey, the Nets back home and players only on the court. DeMar and Carroll knocking it down from outside. Brooklyn with a 4-point lead over the Celtics.
It doesn't take a genius to know the starters have the right formula.
If they're in there and they're playing, I love them.